One thing about me is I always set overly ambitious, unrealistic TBRs. And this video is going to be no different. Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, this video is going to be one of my most delusional yet. So we are almost halfway through the year. By the time this post will already be halfway through the year, and I've read just over 120 books. I really want to focus the second half of 2024 on getting through books on my shelves. I've bought a lot of books recently. I am going through a lot and it brings me comfort, okay? But I would like to actually read the books I've read. They look pretty on my shelf, but I'd like to be able to actually enjoy them. So I have 72 books. I kind of want to show you what my bed looks like right now. Like, this is before I've even filmed the video. And it just doesn't end. Like, this is before I filmed it. I'm gonna have a long night trying to put these back together. I have 72 books here. This is my TBR for the second half of 2024. This is my TBR for the next 6 months. I'm gonna do my best to stick to it. And at the end of the year, we're gonna go back to this video and see how many I actually read. If I read at least half, I've passed, okay? Because 72 is a crazy amount, I know, but I just couldn't narrow it down. I'm so excited for all of these books. And honestly, making this video is gonna make me so much more determined because I get to look back at this and be so excited about the books I might have forgotten about. I'm not going to go into detail with the books because we'll be here forever if I do. We are going to split it into different genres. So we'll get the thrillers out of the way first because there's only a few. And then the majority of the rest are fantasy and romance. There are quite a few series. There are a couple standalones. And I'm just going to tell you the names and the authors pretty much. I won't go into detail because for a lot of them, don't know what they're about because obviously I haven't read them yet. And again, like I said, if I talked about them all in detail, this video would be 4 hours long. Speaking of which, let's stop rambling. Let's move on to the first category, which is thrillers. And I actually only have 3 books, so I thought I'd do this one first and get it out the way. The first book on the TBR is Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. This is one of my newer additions. I love Ashley Winstead. I love how creepy her writing is, and I'm really excited to binge this book. We have An Unwanted Guest by Shari Lapena. I am reading all of Shari Lapena's backlist, and this is one I haven't got to yet. I adore her thrillers and how twisty and tenny they are. If you like Freida McFadden, check this author out. We have The Cherry Robbers by Sari Walker. I know nothing about this book other than I saw Books on Lala read it, and honestly, if she reads it, even if she doesn't like it, I still want to read it. I am such a big fan. Let's do fantasy next, and then we'll save romance for last. First up is the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. The first book, Guild, is going to be the first book I finish in this challenge because I'm nearly done with it already. Book 1 is Guild. Book 2 is Glint. Book 3 is Gleam. Book 4 is Glow, and these books are getting thick. And then book 5 is Gold. We have the first 3 books in the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I'm so excited to be finally reading one of these OG book talk series. Book 1 is From Blood and Ash. I adore these covers. Book 2 is A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. And book 3 is The Crown of Gilded Bones. The Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy by Kerri Maniscalco. Book 1 is Kingdom of the Wicked. Book 2 is Kingdom of the Cursed, and book 3 is Kingdom of the Feared. I think this is my favourite cover of the trilogy, but I love them all. We have the Shepherd King duology by Rachel Gillig, so One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. Seen these everywhere, so excited to know what they're about. I want to reread the ACOTAR series by Sarah J Maas, just for some comfort really. Book 1 is A Court of Thorns and Roses. Book 2 is A Court of Mist and Fury. Book 3 is A Court of Wings and Ruin. Nearly dropped that one. This is my favourite, I think. Book 4 is A Court of Frost and Starlight, and book 5 is A Court of Silver Flames. I don't know how I'm going to hold these up. The Zodiac Academy series by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. First 4 books are rereads for me, and I'm starting from book 2 onwards because I've already finished my reread of book 1. So we have Ruthless Fae, which is a reread. Book 3, The Reckoning, a reread. Book 4, Shadow Princess, a reread. And then we get on to the ones I haven't read yet. Book 5, Cursed Fates. Book 5.5, The Big Ass Party. It's just a novella. Book 6, Fated Throne. And then I've already read this book, but apparently you're supposed to read it after book 6. Oops. The Awakening as Told by the Boys, so it's book 1 told from the guys' perspectives. Book 7 is Heartless Sky. These books are getting huge. Book 8, Sorrow and Starlight. Book 8.5, Beyond the Veil. Book 9, Restless Stars. The novella, which I think you read between 8.5 and 9, but I might save till after 9. It's short stories, Live and Let Lionel. This stack is literally up to my neck almost. I have 2 standalones for now. We have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. The reason I say standalones for now is because book 2 will be out in like a few days, and there's also already a novella out, but this is the only one I own at the moment. The last fantasy book, I think, is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. This has dragons, and that's all I needed to know, honestly. Then we have a bunch of romance. First up in the romance category, we have the last 6 books in the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. So I've read the first 4 and rated them all 5 stars. I absolutely loved them. Book 5 is Hot House Flower. Book 6 is Thrive. Book 7 is Addicted After All. Book 8 is Fuel the Fire, which Amazon has sent me an Amazon printed copy, which doesn't match the rest. I'm not very impressed, but you know. Book 9 is Long Way Down, and then the epilogue novel, book 10, is Some Kind of Perfect. Then we have the Magnolia Parks Universe by Jessa Hastings. Books 1 and 2 are rereads for me because I want to annotate this whole series fully. We have, of course, Magnolia Parks, and then we have book 2, Daisy Hates. Book 3 is Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home, which is thick. Book 4 is Daisy Hates The Great Undoing, and book 5 is Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. Again, huge book. Then we have the Windy City series by Liz Tomford. These are some really popular books that I can't believe I haven't read yet. They were so kindly sent to me by Books to Door, so I can finally get onto them. Book 1 is Mile High, book 2 is The Right Move, and book 3 is Caught Up. We have the entire Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. I think these are considered dark romance, but not crazy dark. Like, they have dark topics, but they're like an intro to dark romance. So, book 1 is Corrupt. I started that book and really liked it, actually. I put it down, I don't know why. I think it's before I had the physical copies, and it was just a book I took out on Kindle Unlimited. Book 2 is Hideaway. Book 3 is Kill Switch. And then we have book 3.5, Conclave, a little novella. Book 4 is Nightfall, and then we have a little epilogue novella called Fire Night. And we have the first 3 books in the Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang. Love me a good, these are all like billionaire romances, I think, so let's take them out of the box. The first book is King of Wrath. I love all these covers. The second is King of Pride, and the third is King of Greed. Thank you to Books to Door for sending these to me as well. I have been spoiled by you guys, and I'm so excited to read all the books you sent me. Obviously, I'm really excited to read all of these, but I think I am the most excited to read these ones, honestly. That might be because they're my most recent purchase, so they're like freshest in my mind. But we have the entire Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark. I love Sophie Lark's writing. Book 1 was a birthday present from Meg. Thank you, Meg. We have Brutal Prince. Book 2 is Stolen Heir. Book 3 is Savage Lover. Book 4, Bloody Heart. I'm obsessed with all these covers. Book 5 is Broken Vow, and book 6 is Heavy Crown. Then I have the Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh. I actually have a reading vlog of the first 2 books, so those 2 are going to be rereads. That's my free plug, go check out the first 2. But the first 2 are called Binding 13 and Keeping 13, and this is Johnny and Shannon's duet. And then the second 2 are Saving 6 and Redeeming 6, which is Joey and Aoife's duet. And then the 5th one, the most recent book that's out, is Taming 7, which is Gibbsy and Claire's book. Then we have 3 standalones. The first one is Funny Story by Emily Henry. Absolutely adore Emily Henry's writing. Cannot wait to read this book. We have Sick Fucks by Tilly Cole. I know absolutely nothing about this book. I'm just excited to see what's inside. Finally, we have Gothicana by Runix, another one I know nothing about, but I'm very intrigued by. Those are all the books. I'm pretty sure that was 72. If not, please don't correct me, honestly. I may cry. That took so much effort. I also filmed this video in a shorter version for TikTok, so I've been moving a lot of books about. Let me know where I should start. Let me know how many you think I'll actually read. And let me know if there's any I should avoid. I'm kind of scared. That is all from me. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!